welcome. In this class, we will talk about power sharing. There are two major case studies which have been discussed in this lecture. One is the case study where we have talked about Belgium, and the other is the case study of Sri Lanka. So we first talk about the ethnic groups and we see how the dominant groups are there. So here in Belgium, you have the Dutch speaking population, the French speaking population and the German speaking population. However, the capital, which is the Brussels, has a different composition, and this capital has 80% French speakers and 20% Dutch speakers. However, it's lie in a Dutch predominant region. So that is the ethnic composition. So sharing power is basically division of power, and what is ethnic, the definition itself is important. Then we talk about Sri Lanka and majoritarianism. So in 1956, the act was passed to recognize Sinhala as the official language which was there, and Sinhalese, as you can see in yellow color, is the predominant language. You have some Sri Lankan Tamils, Indian Tamils and Muslim pockets which can be seen. So that's the majoritarianism, the belief where majority community is able to rule in the country, and this is what is known as majoritarianism. So accommodation in Belgium was one of the concepts that has been discussed, and then we understand how power sharing is important. So we talk about two things, prudential and moral reasons. Prudential makes the power sharing come out with better outcomes. However, moral reasons make the act of power sharing more valuable. Okay, so those are the two things we understand here. Now power sharing is a very spirit of democracy, and we understand this with a very detailed perspective here. So we have another case study of Khalid's dilemma which you can refer, not that important, but the next is forms of power sharing. So firstly it can be between the legislature, executive and judiciary. So between the three pillars of legislature, executive and judiciary. Then it can be between the center and the region. So it can be between the country and the region, and that's what is known as the different levels of power sharing. We also call about the political parties, the pressure groups and the movements, the various social groups. The community government in Belgium is another good example, and these are some of the very basis for understanding this chapter. So this chapter mainly has case studies. You can be given case studies and asked which is the majority where. In this case, what kind of government would come in, where you would see legislature as a dominant, executive as a dominant, or judiciary as a dominant. Legislature is law making, executive is one which executes the law, and judiciary is one which brings the orders against for or against the law. And then we have the central and the state government, or the federal system. Federalism is an important topic which is part of your second chapter, which we would discuss there. So those are the kind of questions that can come for your term 1 examination. If you want to have a detailed practice of this lecture, we have covered that separately, and the handouts for the same lecture is available on Examrace study material free of charge, so you can definitely refer that. And we have more than 700 practice questions on Doorstep Tutor, again free of cost, which you can practice to your best. Wish you very good luck for your examination. Come up with flying colors.